Westworld kept one of its biggest secrets hidden until the penultimate episode of Season 1. Just who is Arnold? The park co-creator was intentionally kept a mystery, and in Episode 9, Westworld pulled back the curtain and revealed that Arnold had actually been staring the audience in the face the whole time. It turns out the reveal in Episode 7 that Bernard is actually a host was only half the secret Westworld was keeping about Jeffrey Wright's character. The other is that Bernard is a host that Ford modeled after his late Westworld co-creator, Arnold. The biggest hint, and the one that caused most theorists to jump on board with this idea early, was the photo Ford showed Bernard that seemingly revealed Arnold. There were a couple of things off about this image. First, it was framed for 3 people and only 2 were present. And second, the person we assume is Arnold in the photo is later revealed to be the host version of Ford's father. Considering we know hosts don't see things that can potentially cause them harm, and we've seen Bernard erase an image from his own memory, there was a lot suggesting to the audience that, like Bernard, we didn't actually see Arnold in that photo. Sure enough, Episode 9 revealed that Arnold, who looks exactly like Bernard, was standing in the photograph the whole time. The clues go all the way back to Episode 1. We know that both Ford and Arnold were responsible for making the hosts, and when Abernathy went rogue, he explicitly said his goal was to meet his maker. No wonder he looked at both Ford and Bernard in that scene. Internet theorists were also quick to note that Bernard's full name, Bernard Lowe, is an anagram for Arnold Weber. Arnold's surname wasn't revealed until Episode 9, but sure enough, the anagram puzzle masters were right all along. Ford constantly held Bernard up to Arnold's high standards, making frequent comments along the lines of, "You mustn't make Arnold's mistake." Bernard had never met Arnold and suspiciously seemed not to know anything about his job's co-founder, and notably started working at Westworld after Arnold's death. The chronology was yet another clue of Arnold's true identity. There wasn't much known about Arnold's personal life, but the little that Ford revealed also foreshadowed heavily that he was the same person as Bernard. In Episode 3, Ford tells Bernard that Arnold's personal life was marked by tragedy, and, not coincidentally, so is Bernard's. The head programmer's cornerstone is the death of his son Charlie, and Westworld confirms in Episode 9 that this element of Bernard's backstory was intentionally modeled after Arnold's own tragedy. It's also worth noting that Elsie said, "Arnold?" after she heard a noise while investigating the signal, right before Bernard grabbed her and seemingly killed her. Little did she know how right she was. Bernard's clothing also added fuel to the theory he was the same person as Arnold. He looks a lot less put together during his secret conversations with Dolores than he does when he's walking around Westworld. That hint proved true when we learned those conversations were really flashbacks to an earlier time. Suddenly, it makes a lot more sense why the voice of Arnold Dolores was hearing in her head sounded a heck of a lot like Bernard. Episode 9 revealed a new shocker, that Arnold didn't commit suicide like Ford previously said, and instead was killed by Dolores. That adds its own set of new theories, and hopefully the truth about Arnold's death will be revealed in the upcoming season finale. Considering the episode is called The Bicameral Mind, the hypothesis Arnold considered key to the host's achieving consciousness, the finale will hopefully further flesh out what Arnold's true aims were and what is really at the center of the maze. For more Westworld theories, reviews, analysis, and interviews, keep it here at IGN.